Ben said it'll be 2 minutes, so he should be with us in a sec.
Yeah. Okay. Just wait for this. Okay. Let's do it.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, great flick on by Alan Armstrong. Oh, what a beauty! Oh, what a beauty! I'm waiting all my life for that. What a screamer!
We could move that out of the way, shouldn't I?
Good start, innit? See that not count. Oh, but it's just today's just sent us over the edge, hasn't it? See that Notts County, we can sign championship players too. As for you, Chesterfield, don't announce you've got £1 million on the last day of the window. Nobody but yourselves to blame. Yes, this is the mischievous sound of the award-nominated Scarf Bagara War, where we're absolutely cock-a-hoop with today's business, aren't we, Russ Johnson?
Yes, we are. Absolutely cock-a-hoop.
Yeah, and we're also cock-a-hoop in the longest ever running competition as finally. you didn't have any grey hair when this competition started.
No.
Finally.
No. Finally reached 1,000 subs. And do you know what? Since we reached 1,000 subs, we've actually gone to 1,018 now. So we're motoring along. Motoring along, mate.
I'd say flying.
Much
like Stockport County themselves, as we'll come to later. Probably, yes. If we can fit it in.
I'm feeling... Is it too early to say I'm feeling champion? It's probably too early for that, isn't it?
Yeah, well, people are expecting breaking county news, and we've got some right now, but it's not what you're expecting. No. The live stream of the FA Trophy at Wrexham will be shown in the 1883 suite. Tickets just £2, with proceeds going to the DEC Ukraine appeal. So if you're not going to Wrexham, as I'm not...
No, I'm not either.
Are you coming to County to watch it with me?
I might do. I can say a little story about why I'm not going. I was meant to go, but we actually go on holiday. Not. Hi, Ben, by the way.
Evening, gents.
Sorry, I'll just tell this little story, then we'll talk to you. But yeah, so
I was invisible, Ben. I didn't think you could see me.
I was going to go right. I was going to get tickets, but because we're going away, not shortly after, and it's Mother's Day, like this Sunday, isn't it? My wife said to me, right? She said, well, we can't spend. You can't say to me that we can't spend loads of money on a Mothering Sunday meal out, and then you swan off to Wrexham away. And I'm like, yeah, that's fair. That's fair dues. That, and we're going away as well soon, so can't be spending any money on Wrexham away. And then, like yesterday or whatever, she goes, "Did you get tickets for Wrexham?" I went, "No," I said, because we kind of agreed. And she went, "I was only joking." It's like, you what?
I can't wait for her to do that for the league game.
So that's why I'm not going. So I'll be streaming it somewhere. Yeah, I might go. Probably. I don't know yet. We'll see.
I don't think they'll let oiks like you in. To be honest, new carpets and all that.
Probably not. Don't blame
Which means I'm definitely not getting allowed.
No,
in.
you're
not
further,
allowed in.
You're further down the pecking order, yeah.
They won't let you over the border, would they, Nick?
No chance. Not after last time. Ooh.
Right. Shall we talk about football? So tonight we have got we'll talk about the competition in a minute and what we're going to do for that. Because I feel like it's been going on forever. So everybody at least deserves an explanation as to what the next steps are. We'll talk about Wealdstone, Kings Lynn, because Ben, you went Kings Lynn, didn't you?
I did. Got back about 5 minutes ago.
We'll talk about Eastleigh on Saturday. Obviously, we'll cover the new signings of Duffus and Cannon. Are we saying Duffus? It's not Doofus, is it?
It's got to be Doofus.
Well, we'll see how he gets on first.
Yeah, good shout. We'll talk about County Ladies as well, because Nick, you went County Ladies, and then we've got something to discuss about the match day experience. And then other bits and bats, and we're probably going to get interrupted by what we think is going to be a third signing of the day. So
I'm going to go for a third and fourth. Let's go mental. I think it'll be a double header. No, just throwing it out there. Just thought I'd mix it up a bit. Sorry, mate. I won't do that again.
it's okay.
All right, well, just stick to the one then.
And yeah, we've got Ben Walker, County Shirts. Welcome.
Thanks, gents. Good to be back. Good to be here.
How many times is this now? I've lost
Three now,
count.
I think this is 4.
I was going to say
Might
it's more
be
than
4, yeah.
I've done 2 real life in person ones, and then we did a 96, 97
Of course, yeah.
deep dive into the stats in
Yes.
the dark days of lockdown. So, yeah, number 4. Good to be here.
I think that's a record, isn't it?
I think that is. I think you're in the lead.
Does this make me an official friend of the show?
If you want to be, yeah.
Yeah. I've not got many
It
other
ma-
friends, so
it
I'll
makes
take
you-
whatever I can get.
It makes you a contributor of the show, so I'll be in touch in the week to help us with some stuff in the back end of what goes on.
No problem. I can do that.
You can take the bins out.
Yeah.
I'm the Ryan McKnight of the Scarf podcast.
Oh,
Am I allowed to say
Oh,
him
it's
anymore or not?
it was going so well. And
Yeah.
then
Well-
we've just been brought back down to earth. It's good to remember, isn't it?
I was looking through some of my an old hard drive that I've got. No jokes, Nick.
I
No
know.
jokes. And I came across a Word document where I had a meeting with Ryan McKnight, and the minutes of that meeting. So I had a meeting one-on-one, just me and him, when I was part of the co-op board. So
You've got to put that up somewhere.
I will do. At some point, I'll dig it out again, and we'll bring it onto the show, and I'll tell you what he said.
Yeah, you've got to run it up the flagpole for some blue sky thinking.
Yeah, I bet he said a lot of words with very, very little substance to
Yeah.
any of them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he probably did. I didn't write them all down. It would have took too long.
Well,
Yeah,
speaking of
100
words with no substance behind them, let's get on with the show.
Yeah. Well, before we do, what are you drinking, Nick?
It's mixed fruit Copperberg, but it's my last one, so I've got gun-toting Nano Penguin Peach Pale Ale for after. Thank you, Beer 52. I only realised last week that you can ask for light beers on Beer 52. They've been sending me stout non-stop, and I got really sick of it.
8% porters for the last 3 years.
Yeah, sick of the sight of them, and then I just realised there's a little thing you can tick. So yeah, that's exciting.
I'm drinking a hazy pale, 5.2%. Have you seen that one? It's nice. That.
Fan Hub, that's nice. Yeah, that's new.
I'm
Is
drinking
it just?
tap water.
Tap water.
There's a reason for that, though, and hopefully, because I'm on baby duty, so somewhere in there is a small
child.
child. So hopefully that makes Otis the youngest ever guest on the Scarf Bagara War.
Yeah,
Something to look back on when he's older.
I'm sure Steve Bellis will be trying to break that record in some way right now.
Oh, he'll be, yeah. Well, yeah, he will be, won't he? Yeah. That's just one other reason for Otis to disown me when he's older, when he finds out that his middle name is Alan with an A-L-U-N after Alan Armstrong.
Love it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Should we start talking about some football after this little transition, though?
This is the Scarf Bagara War, a Stockport County fan-created podcast, blog, YouTube live show and website. Find us at thescarfbagarawar.co.uk. For county fans, by county fans.
There we go. So, Wealdstone on Saturday feels like a lifetime ago now. After today and after Tuesday. What happened? We went 2-0 down, didn't we? By half time.
Wasn't that, do you know what? Wasn't that good? Kind of. I've been getting pelters for this on the board for saying that obviously we're going to say, obviously, you would heavily back us to win the league now. And you don't want to tempt fate and say that it's too easy, but it's just very, very routine now, all these wins, isn't it?
Absolute possession.
Much more for a last gasp dramatic back from the dead win than a routine 3 or 4-0 win. So to be 2-0 down, it actually gave me something to cling on to, a bit of jeopardy, a bit of excitement. I'm all for it. And let's start every game 2-0 down.
Well, we started the season 3 months behind, didn't we? So
pretty much.
I I like situations like that. All right, when you're 2-0 down, it's not a very nice place to be in. But after you've come back from it, it's quite nice because different scenarios. If the team overcome different scenarios like that, then it just shows that we're capable of it. And being 2-0 down at home, we didn't get on the back. I mean, there were some boos at half time.
That was for the referee. I'm confident the boos were for the referee.
Yeah.
I booed the ref. I booed the ref. So,
but it still never felt like we were going to lose.
No,
I saw other friend of the show, Geordie Hatter, at half time, and he kind of said, "Oh, what do you reckon of this?" I was completely confident we're going to win. Like, never for a second even considered we weren't going to win that game. We're that good at this level. We are head and shoulders above. We're possibly the strongest team that's ever been assembled at this level. And the way Challoner's got us playing, everyone keeps saying we will lose a game before the end of the season. Who to? No, there's no one else at our level. There's no one else anywhere near us.
And I watched Wrexham on Tuesday night, and they're functional. They're a decent direct side, but nowhere near it, are they? We can mix it up. They can't. They've got one thing. That's it.
Their press and their counter press was really impressive. It was probably on a par with ours, maybe a bit behind.
Yeah.
It was when they got the ball, so they got it back pretty well. But when they got it, it was clunky. It was clunky at best. But they still made Halifax look ordinary, and I've not seen enough of Halifax to really comment. Was that a bad day for Halifax, or was that Halifax just playing normally and Wrexham?
I think I'm the same as you. I don't religiously watch Halifax. From what it's probably doing them a bit of a disservice to say that they are a kind of well organised, functional team, because they've been in the top three pretty much all season. So there must be more to them than that. But I don't see either of those teams causing us problems. To be honest, I really don't. He says.
Yeah, well, I'm one of these that just gets. I'm nervous every day. I've said it before. I actually listen to. I say it every week. I listen to other podcasts. I listen to Rob Ryan Red today from Wrexham. They had Wayne Phillips on. Remember him?
Yes, I do.
And he said he was pretty confident that Wrexham would go on and win the league because in 2 or 3 games at you can have a 6-point swing, and that can start getting us jittery. And I was listening to it on my lunchtime walk and just thinking, yeah, but like you, Ben, I just can't see where the next loss is coming from.
And also, let there be a 6-point swing. We're 11 points ahead of them, so they've still got 5 points to make up.
Yeah.
So,
and they've only played us once.
Exactly. For them to make that up, they need to. They've got a game in hand. Let's say they win that. That takes it down to 8 points. They then have to beat us, which takes it down to 5 points. They still need to make up 5 points on us in 7 games, 8 games?
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. Unless we have a capitulation of the likes we have never seen before. I know we've been bad in the past, but we've never kind of capitulated in the past.
No.
Because we've never been in a winning position to begin with. I can't see it. I can't see how Halifax, maybe you can say they can take it down to 4 points if they win their game in hand, I think. But even then, we've still got to play Halifax. I can't see it. I think the bookies, have us something like 25-1 on to win the league.
Really? I know. Yeah. It's funny because when other people look at our league, they just go, yeah, well, that's Stockport winning that. They must do, because we're 10 points clear or whatever it is.
If this was League 2 and it was, Exeter or whatever at the top of the league, you'd be looking at that. So Exeter have won it, got it sewn up. There's no way they're going to collapse.
Yeah.
But it's because it's us and it's County. We think we're going to blow it, but it's completely irrational to think that. Look, we've won 20 out of 21 games. We're not going to suddenly lose 4 of the last 10.
No,
exactly.
No.
They're relying on us going on a run of form that we didn't even go on before Challoner came in.
Exactly. Even Steve, we were still grinding out results, weren't we?
Exactly, yeah.
I mean, in the most painful, miserable way possible, but we were doing it.
Yeah. I know, yeah. But that's why I listen to these other podcasts and I get dead downbeat and I'm thinking, we're gonna mess it up. But this is our chance to big ourselves up and we could be confident, can't we, that we're 10 points clear. we've got a game in hand on Chesterfield. I know Wrexham and Halifax have got a game in hand on us, but still, it's yeah.
Gaz Eccleston has said in the chat, look at City throwing away their daft points in hand now. Yeah, but City will always be in the shadow of a bigger club.
That's it.
In the SK area. So
yeah, but also City are being pursued by possible, City in a 2-horse race with them and Liverpool are arguably the 2 strongest club teams in the world, who have demonstrated, outrageous form over probably the last 3 or 4 years. Who have we got chasing us? Kind of Furlough FC, Halifax and Wrexham.
Some gimp out the Avengers.
Exactly. It's not. Yeah. No. I'm not having it. And this is it. Like, I almost, went to King's Lynn the other night, and we'd won the game before we got there. You knew that. It was just a matter of how many are we going to score. And that sounds a really arrogant thing to say because it's a level playing field and, things can happen. But as I say, we've won 20 out of 21. Against teams like King's Lynn, it's not even a question of if we're going to win. It's just how many we're going to score.
Yeah, even John Kieran didn't get overly excited when we scored the first on Tuesday night. It was just a matter of, well, it's been coming. So, there it is. It's turned in.
Yeah.
Done. Yeah.
And he does get quite excited, doesn't he, John Kieran?
Famed for it.
Yeah. Just show this comment just while we've got a bit of a break. One Rovers Vlogs. We'll get so. Hi, chaps. You okay? They say make sure you hit the like button to do that, and if you haven't subscribed, because I know there's something like 40% of people that watch this that haven't subscribed. So do subscribe, and if you're in time, you might even enter the competition. Because got to get all that data out, Anna. So we'll see. I know it's taking me ages, mate. Honestly. So yeah. So back to the footy. Yeah. So I mean, we normally go into a bit of detail about the games and things. I mean, do we need to? Should we just pull out sort of key moments? Really. Certainly for the Wealdstone game, I think we probably covered it. 2-0 down at half time. There was rings of boos. Okay, it was for the ref, for the officials. Again, we sort of coasted past him in the second half. Was there anything else that stood out in that match that needs calling out?
Yeah, the young lad at the front of the Cheadle end, proudly showing off his Man United shirt, getting a loud chorus of wanker. Big fan of that. Quite right as well. And the woman next. That's what happens when you can't smack your kids anymore. This is the upshot of it. Bloody nanny state.
He was with his mum.
No, there's a woman next to me saying, "Oh, it's not fair. He's only a kid." It's like, well, he's old enough to know better. If you could hit your kids, this won't happen. Cheers, snowflakes.
But he was really proud of himself as well. He seemed like really pleased with himself, like this was the thing to be doing. I'm surprised we haven't seen more of it this season. I'm sure at the start of the season, because it wouldn't have been the end of last year because it was only the season ticket holders coming in. Although there was a City fan in against Hartlepool in the railway, wasn't there? Yeah. But earlier this season, when we started getting reasonably big crowds, I remember seeing a few City hats and a few City coats, and I'm surprised that we haven't seen more. Particularly with the big attendances for the bigger games, when you do get people, who don't regularly come, I'm surprised we haven't seen more of it. Obviously, it's very good we haven't. I don't want City fans to be turning up in City coats like Danny Adams, but it's I'm surprised we haven't seen more of it.
Yeah.
Ryan Moore's pointed out Nick got hit as a kid and he's come out okay-ish. Spot on. I get hit now. Just go around with mum's every week for a thrashing. I'm dying here. I'm on tenterhooks for a signing because we've got our little ident ready, haven't we? And I'm just
I know. It's
not focus.
That's what I'm kind of waiting for. Is this notification to pop up to say we've got a third signing? Okay.
Someone at the club rang me earlier.
Oh yeah.
Told me off for putting the names of the new signings on the message board before it was announced.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that's what's going to stop the deal being done.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, shouldn't have said that really, should have, but I can't keep my mouth shut. Yeah.
No. Yeah. I don't know if can another club gazump it if they get early enough sort of warning.
Yeah, but we're not talking kind of 2 weeks prior warning. It's more like 30 minutes before it's announced, maybe an hour.
Probably already signed.
So you'd think that the contract is done and dusted at that point.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, they've trained with us today, haven't they? So
Yeah.
you have to assume they were registered long before, and it's all
Listen,
done.
there's been leaks at the club for forever. To be fair, it has got better over the past year or two since.
You're not helping though, are you? You say it's
no.
got better. It's got better, but I'm still.
Yeah, I'm still the main kind of problem in all this. Yeah. Just keep your mouth shut and just don't go on yellow board, and I'll be fine. But yeah, I'm online all day at work, so I have to be on a computer all day, so it's difficult to not.
But you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't say anything. If you know what's happening and don't say anything, you get.
But if you don't say anything, you get people who haven't got a clue just getting it wrong on Twitter.
Yeah.
And it's just like, no, where have you got that from? It's just rubbish. So I feel obliged to tell them that they're wrong and make sure the truth comes out. That's all I am. I'm just
a crusader for the truth.
That's all it is. Yeah.
Let's move on to the Kings Lynn match then, unless there's anything else from Wealdstone. I mean, any of the goals stand? I mean, the fourth goal was a quality finish, wasn't it, from Sarcevic? Sarcevic.
Sarcevic.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like Courtney Walters all over again, isn't it?
Yeah, although he'd have to. Yeah, as the story went, he'd have to check his passport to see what his name was. Yeah.
At least Sarcevic actually knows his own name, which is a good start. Yeah.
And I suppose there's never been any doubt in that. It's just that we've always got it wrong. I don't think we've ever heard him speak before, have we? If he'd said his name on the first day he got here, there would have been no doubt about it.
Yeah, if he did the thing that ITV do, where you have to go up to the screen and be like, Anthony Sarcevic, midfielder, then we'd know. Maybe something to think about.
Maybe.
Is that ITV do that for the FA Cup final only, don't they? I think.
Don't they do it when England are on as well? When there's
a
tournament, yeah. But then positions are more fluid nowadays. So anyway, what did James Milner do when he was on there?
Yeah. It's like
James Milner, bit of everything.
You have to excuse me for 30 seconds. I've got a baby upset. Back in a sec.
But Charlie said midweek, didn't he? Was it Charlie? I think it was. What's Hippolyte's best position? And he said, I don't even think he knows because he's that good in multiple positions.
Yeah,
it's so much more fluid these days. No players really tied down to one position anymore, are they? Obviously, apart from goalkeeper. Strange one. Wealdstone. Anything else from the Wealdstone match?
Nerves of steel from Paddy Madden, just showing exactly why he's a League One quality player. Because I mean, he misses that penalty, and it makes it a lot harder to come back. But it came at the perfect time, and
I'm convinced that even if he'd have missed it, there's no way he was going to miss it. But even if he had missed it, he's the kind of player that would just dust himself down and just carry on again. For me, so far, he's my player of the year, Madden. His work rate, his leadership, his goals, just off the ball, he's just immense. It's unbelievable.
Even under Russ, when he wasn't scoring because he was playing a totally different position, he was everywhere, and the effort and work he was putting in separated him out from everyone else. And that's continued under Challoner, but now he's scoring every week as well. And I think he's closing in on Shimanga. I think Shimanga's on 24 for the season. He's obviously not going to get any more. What's Madden on 17? So he's 6 or 7 behind. He could catch him. He could do it.
Yeah, people who've got Shimanga as on the bet are cashing out as we speak, I think.
Yeah, well, there's a lot. I work for a well-known bookie, and there's an awful lot of liability on Shimanga because he was at 40-1, wasn't he? After he went to Chesterfield, before it got spotted and shut right down. So there's a lot of money riding on that.
There's going to be some horrible defenders trying to nobble Madden and put him out of the race, I think.
Yeah, we've all got 20 quid on Shamanga to be top scorer.
All right, if anyone's had a Shamanga and County double, whoa, that'll be interesting. Another thing from the Wealdstone game, Macaulay Southern-Hales looks like he's out for the season. Which,
Big blow.
Yeah. I mean, it's amazing that we've just got Sam Minihan who can come and drop in there and be class, but hopefully we'll see someone else in the next hour or so. While we're on air, preferably.
Is it rumoured that there's someone else plays on that side? Is that right?
You'd assume so, wouldn't you? If you look at where the gaps are in the squad, you'd assume that that's where we need another body. It doesn't necessarily have to be someone who's going to come in and play every week. Maybe someone we can bring on for Minihan with that. Because if Sam's going to be first choice for the rest of the season, and you want someone who you can rest Sam for the last half an hour and what have you. So it's a no-brainer, really, isn't it? We'll probably sign another keeper now or something. Now I've said that.
Yeah, I'm more than happy with Sam Minihan playing there though.
I'm absolutely. I just wouldn't mind. Yeah, a backup would be nice because I don't think there's. I think Crankshaw's played there, but I wouldn't be comfortable having him there against the likes of Wrexham. I'd rather have someone who's natural there.
Yeah,
I think he's better going forward than he is defending Crankshaw. Yeah. He's great there on Saturday when we were chasing the game, but it's a different matter.
Stick Hippolyte there. He's excelled at every other position he's played in, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's it.
I reckon you could. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like it's purposeful and intended square pegs in round holes, isn't it? And not just the ones that Russ was playing. Yeah. You know, when he was doing it. Yeah.
Thinking Ben Whitfield at wing back, which I saw someone mention on one of the message boards the other day. Someone said, "Oh, well, we've got Whitfield, and we've got Tom Walker, who we could recall." Well, that was half the problem at the start of the season, was that we had players like that at wing back. Can we not do that now?
Yeah, you only do it when you've got no other choice, though, don't you? Not when you've got other players that can play there and you're playing them at wing back. You know, if they're orange at wing back, you don't play them there, do you? You know, as a first choice, which is just bizarre behaviour from a manager. Anyway, let's move on from that. Kings Lynn. Somebody wrote Kings Lynn. The best thing about going to Kings Lynn, and I don't know if you could confirm this, Ben, was they went past some sort of bird sanctuary or something. I can't see where the comment
Once
is.
again, Russ, people are quoting Alan Partridge on here, and you're missing it. Just
right,
every week, mate. I think you need to get on Netflix and have a watch.
Yeah, and binge it all. Yeah.
Can't comment on the bird sanctuary. It's a bloody long way away, isn't it, Kings Lynn? It really is a long way.
There's no need for anywhere to be that far.
No. And Norfolk on a Tuesday night. Yeah, it's a nice little town, to be honest. We left at about 1 in the afternoon. We were there for 4:30, 5 o'clock. Went to a goth burger bar, as you do.
Did you go there in the end? Yeah,
we did. Liquor and loaded. It was good. And then, do you know what? I will look back on Kings Lynn like fondly. Like it's a proper old ground. It's got this beautiful old kind of grandstand. It's fairly limited in its offering, but it's in a really nice setting, nice-ish little town. Obviously, we've gone there. We've played them 4 times. We've not conceded. We've hammered them every time we've played them. I'm sure of all of the teams we've played in terms of aggregate scores, that's way up there with our best ever record. I was a fan of it. I don't really want to go back there, but I wouldn't be against it if if they came up with us in the unlikely event.
I don't know what's happening to be the catalyst for that, but I'm all for it.
Yeah. Also saw the chairman there as well, which was
the cartoon chairman.
Yeah, the Harry Enfield character of a chairman. Yeah. Yeah, excellent stuff.
He's a strange character. He just can't let it go on Twitter, can he? He's obsessed with this idea that they should have had a penalty.
Yeah, every week they're wrong, aren't they? There's some kind of conspiracy out to see Kings Lynn back into the lower reaches of the National League.
Yeah. Well, as I said to Strawberry Radio, if it smells like shit everywhere, maybe check your shoes. And then they blocked me. I don't know why. But you're just dealing with the naked girls there, Russ.
Yeah, did you not see me flash the comment on by accident? just clicking away trying to get rid of him, and then
Every bloody week.
But yeah, the game itself, Kings Lynn, we were they started fairly brightly, as you know, a lot of running around, a lot of energy. But you know, as soon as we got on top of it, I can't really remember Hinchliffe really making a save. I don't think we looked you know, the defence dealt with everything well. Ash was great. Hogan dealt with everything. Sam Minahan noticeably played a lot further forward, a lot more attacking in that kind of Southam Hales role, as opposed to like the Minahan of old that we used to see. Yeah, it was just very, very, you know, again, shouldn't say this with a 3-0 away win, but kind of painfully routine.
Well, I would say it's what we want, but we've established it's not.
It's not, no. Give him a 2-0 head start.
Should have at least given him that penalty, you know.
Just to liven it up, yeah.
Bit of a livener. Yeah, but have you not noticed it's like that every match, though, where just at the start of what you were saying there, Ben, it's that they were full of energy to start with, and Wealdstone were as well, and that's probably why they got themselves 2-0 ahead. Every team seems to be doing that, and then we sort of just get into the game slowly, don't we? And
it's like when you see those kind of videos of boxing matches where you've got some kind of giddy contender who comes bounding in, and they're all there, you know, shadow boxing round and throwing punches and all this, and then like the champ just takes one swing, knocks them out, they're on the deck, and that's what it's like playing us. That we just stand there, go on, see what you can do. Is that it? Nothing, right? Here comes Sarcevic, Quigley, Madden, Southam Hales, Crowsdale, Collar, and that's it. 4-0, 5-0, done. Next, and we're just utterly relentless.
But it's good though, isn't it? I know you say it's routine.
Like it. We've never seen anything like it as county fans, have we? We've had the kind of success of Gannon's teams. And, you know, we had that, particularly in 18-19, we had that run of like 17 wins in 21. And there was a period within that period where we kind of won 4 or 5-0 on consecutive weeks. But to the extent where, I mean, there can't be many football fans in the country have ever seen their team win 20 out of 21 games, right? Ever. So we're very, we kind of, while we kind of say, you know, it's a bit boring, it's routine and all that, bloody hell, it don't get much better than this. And we should kind of appreciate that and recognise what a job that Challoner, Clint Hill, Conlon and all the others are doing.
Yeah. I put a question out on our socials. Does anybody remember us ever being this far ahead of a league in March? And unanimously, it came back no. It's uncharted territory for us, and that's probably why, certainly from my perspective, why I'm getting nervous every day, because we're just not used to it.
No, well that's it. I think in 18-19. We were top for about 4 days. We beat Boston, and then we went to Brackley and then lost our first game in 21 or 22, and then never really. We went top again against Chester, but then lost to Blythe, and then we only ever recaptured top spot in the last, after the penultimate game of the season with Glenn Taylor and everything. 96-97, don't think we were ever top at all.
No.
07-08, again, we were never really challenging for the title. Yeah, so other than kind of fleeting moments, you know, for the odd week here or there, it's certainly in our lifetimes, we've never had any sustained spell at the top of the league.
We're now at 7:33 p.m. and Josh 168 SCFC says doesn't look like we'll be signing anyone. We will, Josh, and we're staying on air until we do.
Well, you say that, but remember last year we signed Paddy Madden at about 10:30 at night, didn't we? So could be a late one.
I mean, we did appoint Simon Rusk like during the show though, didn't we? Was that during the show? No. It was that was when his name first started being bandied out. Well, we were doing the Gannon Out show.
I remember that.
And then
right.
His name was bandied about an hour and 19 minutes, etched into my memory. It was first messaged an hour and 19 minutes. Gannon went at 5 and 19 minutes past 6. Rusk's name was first mentioned.
Because I said it on the show. I said like, "Oh, the rumor is Simon," and it was just silence. Like, oh. Yeah. Oh, I just hope he brings Mark McGee with him.
Yeah. 5 years' time, it'll be the same, won't it? Who? Who was that?
We're in danger of talking about the Simon Rusk era again, aren't we? So should we just move on slightly?
Please.
Anything more about Kings Lynn on Tuesday night? What about the other results that night? I know Chesterfield got beat, didn't they? Away at Alty. So cheers,
In the
Alty.
best fashion. Yeah, I mean,
What a goal.
Yeah, they were genuinely quite unlucky with that, but it just adds to their kind of catalogue of woe, doesn't it? It's brilliant.
Yeah. Always someone else's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they can blame the pitch for that, can't they? Well, they can for that goal, but I mean, we went there and won 4-1, didn't we? So there's no excuses.
They can blame whoever they want. I always am a firm believer in this. Over the course of a season, that luck evens itself out. You will get decisions go against you. You will get things like that happening, but you will also get things that go for you. So you can't use luck over the course of a season.
No.
Elliot Newby also coming to life against Kings Lynn as he did previously.
Yes.
First goal for the club as well, which I think a lot of people were surprised by. But that's been the criticism of him. The end product has been the criticism. But to give Sarcevic a night, most of the night off. So I've
he's been good, Newby.
Yeah.
I think he's been decent. And he came on a few weeks ago. I can't remember who it was against, but he looked by far and away the best player on the pitch. Might have been one of the games we struggled in, like Dover or Weymouth. But he came on and he was excellent. And he's not quite at the levels of, the current three, Collar, Croasdale and Sarcevic, but he's a very good someone to have on the bench or someone to step in.
Yeah, he just injects loads of energy, doesn't he? As soon as he comes on, and he's so positive in his play, always looking to go forward. So, yeah, I like having him around. But I was a bit gutted when he went to Halifax, to be honest. But yeah,
I'm still just constantly refreshing County's Twitter here. I'm having an awful time of it here.
The other goals then, because the newbie got the first, Madden free kick for the third, and the second was Hogan header.
Liam Hogan,
yeah.
Hogan again, quality once again. Just had a bit of a dip in form, an understandable dip in form. It's worth pointing out. But yeah, just a proper leader as well. Proper leader in a team of leaders.
That's what I was going to say. We've got so many, and this again going back to that Rob Ryan Red podcast. They didn't say that we didn't have leaders, and they didn't say that we didn't have players that had won the division before. But the fact that they didn't say it, I was sort of shouting at them, going, yeah, but how can you say you're going to come and win it when we've got people in our team? We've got players that have won it before. They know what it's like to be in this position.
Yeah,
that's so important. And Hogan leads that, doesn't he?
He does. He's been promoted everywhere he's been, hasn't he? He's got an outstanding record. You even look at, not at this level, but Hinchcliffe, he's been promoted multiple times with Fylde. He's won a league title with us. Palmer has been promoted multiple times from the National League North to this level. He's won league titles. Minahan and Keane have. Sarcevic has been promoted, I think, with Plymouth and whoever else. So Paddy Madden has won things and, great record. Quigley was part of the Barrow team, I assume, who went up the other season. Yep. So the majority of certainly the 11 are winners and have got that experience of winning things and getting clubs up. So, yeah, I don't, for anyone to say that we haven't got that or to question it is just a bit dumb, isn't it?
Well, yeah, I think. Well, they didn't say, like I say, they didn't say we hadn't had that, and they didn't question it. They omitted it. I'd almost say, well, they said, oh, well, it was Wayne Phillips said it. He said he absolutely believes that Wrexham will go on to win the league, and I'm thinking, yeah, but how can you say that? But based on the points that we're in front, our form, and the fact that we've got all this personnel that have done it before.
But that's it. They don't look at the form. They just look at the points and the fact there's games in hand in several places, and they just think that. Aaron McLean, who was on the BT coverage of the night, said Stockport always struggle in April. What?
Do we?
No idea, you mad bastard.
I heard that. I couldn't believe it when he said that.
Yeah. Well, we're well known for struggling in April.
Yeah,
always, yeah.
That's why we're doing so well now. Get that buffer before we have our famous April collapse.
April collapse. Yeah, they just get all full of Easter eggs, don't they? That's it.
Yeah, got a comment here. Chris Bremley, he has to say that on a Wrexham podcast. Yeah, perhaps.
Well, no, he doesn't. Because
well-
if we were 10 points behind a team who's winning all the time, we'd probably be starting to look towards the playoffs, I think.
Yeah, well, the other podcasts they're starting to look to the playoffs, but I don't think he has to say it. But we wouldn't have if we were 10 points behind and we got a former player on. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't say it just for saying its sake. Just to save face.
Just makes him look like a fool. Because as we've established, we're going to win. I don't want to say that out loud, but no one else is going to beat us, so we're all right. Yeah, I don't want to say those actual words that we're going to potentially win the title. But
everyone goes on about the run we've got at the end of the season, but all our games are against teams below us. So
very good.
That's what a great point that is. Yeah, not considered that. It's like the Boreham Wood. You know, we've got Boreham Wood in the last 5, haven't we? Fifth from the end. Boreham Wood don't even look like a threat anymore, do they?
They'll be bottom half by the time we play them.
Yeah.
I think that the tougher games will be Solihull because they're on a really good run. They're pushing for the playoffs. They've got something to play for. Grimsby will be tough because we've got to go away to Grimsby. That's always going to be a hard game. Wrexham is going to be tough, you know. Let's not say that's going to be a 5-0 win to us, but Halifax will be. But there's no one else. Certainly, like this 4-game run, we're not playing bloody, Bayern Munich and early 90s AC Milan, are we?
Yeah.
It's
Brazil 1970.
Boreham Wood and Chesterfield. They've got half their team injured and suspended.
Yeah. Brazil 1970. It's been a running joke all day, hasn't it?
Well, look, you say all day, like all podcasts, pretty much. You've been at that one for about 5 years, haven't you?
Yeah, well, yeah.
It is good. It is good though. That's your little in joke. That is, yeah. That's your catchphrase.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff in it. Eastleigh on Saturday, then. Quick word on Eastleigh on Saturday.
Well, I've got an exclusive for you. I've got Scarf Begar Award because when I went to the ladies' game last night, you think I was just going to watch a ladies' game. I was getting to the heart of the corridors of power, and the players are flying down there on Friday. Which I said to Liam Richardson, that is the coolest thing we've ever done.
Are they going on the Friday morning flight?
They are indeed.
Is that the flight? Which is that to Farnborough, and then they travel the rest?
You can Eastern Air. I was booked on it. Eastern Airways fly from Manchester to Southampton.
Oh, right.
And there was a Friday morning flight and a Friday evening, like 6:30, and I was booked on the 6:30 flight. But you're in at Southampton for 7:30. Ideal, but then they cancelled it because for whatever reason, and said that the evening one's been cancelled. There's only the morning one now. Like, do you want us to transfer you onto that? And I couldn't do it because of work. But thank God I'm not like that oddball county fan on his own flying down with the players. Yeah, Like, are you that prick who gobs off on the yellow board all day?
Yeah. Imagine that.
Well, that's
so I'm getting the train
cool,
down Saturday morning instead.
With no players, but you'll probably see John Kieran though on the train.
Maybe.
People usually tend to see him on the train.
Is that what he does? Just traverses like the nail network.
Yeah.
He won't be drinking cans and stuff, will he? He'll have his laptop out, won't he? And
I don't know. He doesn't get in till about 1:45, so I'd assume he'd be there in a bit more in time. Maybe not. Maybe he'll be on the train with us.
I love this. HB, the Vita Jet. I'm surprised Left Bollock didn't come up with that. The Vita Jet.
Speaking of HB,
about Wayne Phillips.
That's our friend Capo83, isn't it? Off Twitter.
It is.
And I'm sure you've covered this already, but I do think, fair play for what he's achieving with that, with the youth, and the parades are putting on, and
parades.
I think what I'd imagine they will have planned probably for the Torquay game. Will blow what they've done out of the water already. So, top work.
Yeah, and it's worth pointing out that I think they've done more to sort out the bits of bother that were going on. They've done more than the stewards have. It's just self-policing.
But that's the best way. That's the best way into indoctrinate them into the way that we do things at county.
That's a word with negative connotations there, Russ. Indoctrinate.
Yeah, because if that's it, the amount of stewards that we had, against Notts County and the games running up to that, there was 45, 50 along the front of the Cheadle end.
Yeah.
That doesn't do anyone any good. And if you've got a team of goons marching round, going up to the top and confronting people, it's not the way to get things done. Having someone like Capo or HB or whatever he wants to call himself these days, kind of, having a quiet word with someone, or some of the older lads just kind of saying, "Look, that's not how we do things here." That's the way to kind of win people round, rather than, some nobody in a high vis jacket trying to enforce what happens.
Yeah.
It says Halifax game plans coming in place. That's all I'll say for now. Well, we've also got plans for the Halifax game, haven't we? We're going to do a big FA Cup final style live thing. We're thinking, aren't we?
Oh, we're
depending unless we've not won it by then.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's just something we've chatted about in it. The idea is that we'll go to probably Notion pre-match, have a few beers and talk to a few fans and do a bit of a show. That's the idea.
And I think post-match that's going to be Notion will be County HQ, won't it? That'll still be going by the start of the season. That place. Yeah.
Can't wait.
Love it. So we actually didn't say anything actually about Eastleigh there, apart from they're near the bottom probably, and we're probably going to win.
It's weird that a couple of years ago, Eastleigh were one of the sides who were up there, like close to getting to the Football League, and now just with the money clubs kind of taking precedence. Yeah, there's no room for Eastleigh anymore. That's what happens when you've got a plane on your badge. Grow up.
We were really bad there last season, weren't we? That was early. That was about a month after Russ came in. Harvey Gilmore was sent off by his only ever appearance for us.
Yes, yeah. Did we lose it 1-0?
We lost 1-0, and Southam Hales did he get clattered in that game? Someone did. I think it was the last time we ever saw Adam Thomas as well. I think he was subbed at half time. Was it him or Stott? Someone, either Thomas or Stott, was subbed at half time, and we never saw them again in a county shirt.
I think it'll be Stott, because I don't think Thomas even got a game with Russ.
No, I think Thomas was injured. I think you're right. I think it was Stott was taken off at half time, and we never saw him again. And we lost 1-0, and it was that. Yeah, actually, we're not that good anymore at the end of that game.
Yeah.
It's when I used to put the game on. I used to stream it every Saturday, and by about 25 to 4, I'd be asleep every week. Wake up at about 20 past 4. I'm like, still 0-0. Still haven't scored. Back to sleep. Yeah.
It's like the Simpsons thing, isn't it? Where they go to watch the football in the Simpsons. It's like centre to left to centre to left. Yeah,
that's it.
Have a snooze and they're still at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how many goals we're winning by on Saturday, Russ?
Don't know. Not that one. This one. Eastleigh have won one of the last 14 games. So I mean, to be honest, I would take a 1-0 away win. I don't mind. It's going to be more than that, I suspect, but I don't mind.
1-0 last minute, stuffy scramble. I think that's the best we can hope for in terms of excitement, isn't it?
Just routine wins will do me. Routine wins. I'm not asked.
I'll take it.
It's difficult to see anything other than a win.
Yeah. So looking at the games we've got left, then, it's funny. I always sort of split the table into two and think of top half and bottom half as you do. Eastleigh away is the only kind of bottom half team we've got left. Yeovil are the lowest after that, and we've got them sort of mid to late April away. The rest are all in the top half. But like you said, Nick, you put it eloquently enough. Everyone's below us. We're playing everybody that's below us, aren't we? I love that.
Let's just bring Bolton down again. Just let us have another go at them. Let's savage them again.
Yeah. Did you see that stat that was doing the rounds about percentage of games won in this season? And we were
City, Liverpool, and us.
And then us, yeah. And then Rotherham were behind us, I think, or Wigan, and then Rotherham.
Bigger than both of them clubs.
Yeah, piss easy.
Just to stir the pot a little bit. Not that it matters,
we get 25,000 in the Premier League. Wigan didn't.
Wigan barely got 2,500, did they?
Just talking about attendances for a second. Have you seen Rochdale's attendances this season?
It's going to be embarrassing, isn't it?
Struggle to get 3,000, don't they?
Yeah, genuinely, it's like 2,200, 2,500. Unbelievable. Really is poor.
Well, we'll get onto the new signings shortly, but they're absolutely gutted that they didn't, because obviously Cannon used to play for them. So they were kind of hoping to...
Didn't they take him from our academy when we folded in our academy?
Yes.
Years back. Yeah.
So, let's get on to it now. We're up to it now, the new signings. So, let's talk about Andrew Cannon. So, I think Phil Brennan messaged us, didn't he? He said that when our academy folded, he left and went to Rochdale.
You can announce it now if you want, Liam. We're talking about new signings. So if you're watching, Liam, feel free to just bang that tweet out now.
Yeah. We've got a little video especially as well.
If he doesn't announce it, I will. You got 10 minutes, Stockport County, or I'm going to spill the next one.
Love it. So for a 26-year-old, he's only had 3 clubs before coming to us. Quite impressive.
Loyal.
Good start.
Yeah. I'm going off Wikipedia, so it may or may not be true. But yeah, I think it said it on the article, didn't it? Ashton lad. Started off at Rochdale, went to Portsmouth, then to Hull. But for us to sign a championship player of that quality, it's just, that to me, that's just another statement. I don't think Chesterfield have signed anybody. Wrexham signed Camp, keeper, because Dibbles, obviously Leighton's injured.
But that's all Wrexham can do anyway. They can only sign a keeper because they're bound by the Welsh window.
Of course, yeah. Good point. Yeah, good point.
Chesterfield did make a 100 grand bid for a winger from Barnet. I'm not sure of the name. I've not got it to hand right now. But from what I've seen, he actually turned Chesterfield down. The bid was accepted. Right. And he said, no, on your bike.
Right. You're not stirring the pot there, or
no. This was from the Chesterfield message board earlier on. I went and had
it's a bit of a kick in the teeth for Chesterfield, isn't it?
I know, yeah. You just give up, wouldn't you?
This is what I love about this. It's going to sound stupid now, but this is what I love about me and you, Nick. I listen to all the podcasts. You scour all the opposition boards, don't you?
Yeah. What a pair of saddos.
I know, yeah. That's what I spend my week doing, listening to other teams' podcasts. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, does any of you two know anything about Andrew Cannon? Anything more than that we don't know? Does anybody listening want to comment on anything?
I'm going off the quote tweets on County. It's all from fans of Football League clubs.
Right.
Who can't believe it. Can't believe that their club didn't go in for him.
Yeah.
And B, can't believe he's dropped down to nationally. So, I mean, Notts County signed Harry Arter last week.
Yes,
this is right up there with that. I did notice in his interview, he said, "This is a proper club. There's no one else he would have come to," which is just shots fired. You know, you can hear him groaning in Chesterfield and Wrexham already.
Is that the only one? Is that the only one? Is there any more?
There's loads. There's loads, mate. I'm not going through it all, mate. I'm just saying. It's yeah.
I know nothing about, like, as soon as a player signs for County, within like 2 weeks, I'll know like what they've had for dinner for the last 5 years. Until they sign for us. No. Like, I've heard of like Shamanga. I've heard of Tom Denton. That's about as far as my National League knowledge goes.
I'm loving this. I'm exactly the same. Honestly, I'm exactly the same. When we're in the Football League, though, you know them all, because me personally, I tend to, when I'm in the Football League, or when we were, play Football Manager quite a lot, so you get to know the players, don't you?
Yeah, and also, I used to watch like the Football League games when they're on telly. I'm not wasting my weekend watching bloody Bromley against Torquay or someone. I've got
Yeah.
better things to be doing than watching that. So I don't really have any reference points to the National League other than players when they play against us, or if someone mentions them on the board. Other than that, I couldn't tell you like a single player who plays for Solihull or pretty much any other club at this level.
Do you want some more quote tweets then, Russ?
There's some comments coming in as well. We can probably flash a few of those up.
It's like Ronnie O'Sullivan playing his 5-year-old granddaughter at snooker, then whipping out his custom cue when she already needs snookers.
Yeah, I saw that one. Yeah.
Spot on. Absolutely spot on. Stockport and Wrexham are literally in competition to grab the most EFL players. HMS Pistol League in full swing. It's just, this is a mental signing for a side in the National League. Unreal. Oh, well. I'm guessing this is a Rochdale fan. They're doing it again, the same as what they did in 2007. And who remembers how that went? Silly pricks.
Well,
with us getting promotion, didn't it? 3-2 against Rochdale.
Oh, you'd think Rochdale would be concentrating on getting a crowd in, wouldn't you? And not looking at what we're doing.
And it's not related to this signing as such, but I do enjoy this notion that other fans think that we've wobbled recently.
I love it.
Just won 9 games in a row, and before that we drew 1 and then won 10 games in a row. So
that's my flavour of wobble. That is.
Well, that's what they're all banking on, and I don't know where they're getting it from. They're all banking on. We're all expecting this big wobble from us because it has to end at some point. If it does end, it's going to be a defeat or a draw, and then we'll probably just get back on the horse again, won't we?
And as Ian Dowden says, players. Possible new club record Saturday of 9 consecutive away wins. Don't want to jinx it, but wouldn't that be great? Another record tumbling. Ben Hinchliffe is on 99 clean sheets as well.
Yes, he is. Someone mentioned it earlier. Yeah.
And he's second in the all-time.
He is. He overtook Alan Ogley, didn't he?
Alan Ogley, yeah.
He did, yeah. And it's
is it Alan Ogley or is it Alan Ogley, Nick? Which one is it?
Or Alan Ogleby.
Ogleby.
What a night!
So it's a private joke. Sorry.
He's just got Jack Tiger Bowles to overtake now.
That's right.
I don't want him to overtake him.
He's quite a way clear, isn't he? I think he's about 40, 50, maybe 60 games ahead of him.
Yeah, I think he's going to need another season or two, unless we have a really long cup run next season again. Chris Fiddler said, if you're doing private jokes, Russ, no, wrong one.
See, it happens to the best of us.
Hi, Nick. Do you fancy some absinthe? I don't think I do after that, but yes, I always fancy absinthe. If there's no absinthe on the day of the Halifax game, I'm going to be fuming. Wrexham have signed a password protector. Playoffs it is. Yeah. Scott Loach, the Chesterfield keeper, has said they're looking at the playoffs now as well. Good of him, innit?
If they're lucky.
Yeah.
Which we've established they aren't. So we could be like...
Are we going to get back onto Andrew Cannon, the new signings? Or are we just going to
please do.
Yeah.
We just lay into other clubs. It's a lot more fun. Yeah.
No,
probably better for the ratings.
It's going to come back and bite us on the arse. Right. Chris Barrett, I put this up before, but we got waylaid. His mate is a Hull fan. Cannon looked out of his depth in the Championship, but should be very good in National League. I'll take that. Absolutely, we'll take
Chris Barrett.
Do you?
Chris Barrett, yeah. He used. Well, I'm not going to say where he used to live in case he still lives there, but I know where he lives. That's weird. Carry on.
It is weird. Can we just have a slight break before we go on to the next person? You just chat away about the next signing, which is Courtney Duffus. So you have a chat.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go and just top up my drink, basically.
Yeah. Well, when you come back, I'll go and top up my drink.
Right. Okay.
And then maybe we'll have a new signing by then, or
probably
clock's ticking.
Maybe not.
Ticking.
Yeah. A centre forward, fantastic. Right, because obviously Quigley's been not up to the standards of around the Bolton game.
In terms of goal scoring, he's not. I think he's still been his usual shithouse nuisance self, which is a massive part of the team. But he could do with a goal or 5, couldn't he?
It's good to have a nice little option now, and from what Duffus has said as well, he wants to just get in the team scoring. He's not coming to just warm the bench. He's not coming to hold the ball up for 6 months at Chesterfield away.
No, not like Ken Charlery.
Yeah.
Version 2. Yeah. No, well, he'll want a medal, won't he? I suppose. I don't know what it is in the Premier League. You've got to play 5 games to get a medal. Don't know what it is in the National League. Probably got to play 42 games or something, haven't you, to get a medal? But
I hope it's not 5 because that means McGee will get one, and I'm not having that.
No, but that's it. That's the thing. I bet you can see it now. This time next year, top of Mark McGee's CV, it'll be like he won the league with Stockport County. Yeah.
Did you see that little? Did you see that little written bit that he put out when he signed for Dundee?
Yeah.
Something like he almost saying that he laid the foundations for such a good season that we're having.
He's something else, isn't he? Both of the pair of them, the odd couple.
I get the feeling that I know we're going back to Rusk here, but I get the feeling that McGee's kind of the one leading Rusk astray. I think Rusk needs another mentor, a better mentor.
Yeah, for someone who's like supposedly. I mean, I'm loath to talk about Steve any more than we already have. I've wasted enough of my mental health and my life on him. But for one of the hot young English coaches,
he's attributing piggybacks on that donkey from 30 years ago. Like what? Yeah.
Very strange. Yeah,
it's like Guardiola pallying up with Joe Kinnear or something, isn't it? You wouldn't see it.
That's a great analogy. That's really good. Yeah, I like it. That's
the episode title.
That's the episode title. Yeah.
Except I'm not comparing Steve to Guardiola because
that's
just not the case, is it?
No, it's just different levels, isn't it?
That's worth clarifying.
While I was away, did you talk about the other signing?
Yes, we did, and also he's in a relationship with tennis star Heather Watson, so that could be the second most famous tennisser to be in the Stockport area.
Wow, we've had this before, haven't we? We've had this boyfriends of famous people.
Yeah, some of our players have been out with famous people before. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it Pemberton?
Yeah. Kimberly Walsh from Girls Aloud.
Yeah. David Poole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Off that X Factor.
X Factor.
Yeah. Yeah.
No one good. It's not like
it's not an extensive list.
Leona Lewis.
No one good like Leona Lewis.
I like that comment on the board earlier, which was quite cutting against Heather Watson. It's like, I hope he finds the net as often as she does. Yeah.
I really hope he's not gone on the message boards tonight. I thought, let's see what they're saying.
Yeah.
I did notice though.
If you were a player, you wouldn't, would you? You just wouldn't.
No. Kimberly Walsh and Martin Pemberton. Yeah. Martin Pemberton with his constant groin strain every week.
Yeah.
It's like, Pembo's got a bad groin again. He's not playing. I wonder why.
I can't believe you showed that one. Courtney Duffus said, yeah. So I noticed on the write up, and I don't want to call people out for getting things wrong because we do it all the time. But on the write up, it said he went to Ireland and played for Wakefield, and I'm sure they've changed that now.
Yeah. That's one hell of a ground share, that is, isn't it?
But it's Waterford, yeah. And looking at his games and goals, I mean, he's not exactly prolific, but he's not bad either.
He's got a decent track record at our level.
Doesn't have to be prolific. You know, if he scores, what have we got left? 10 games.
10 games,
if he gets 3, if he gets 1 in 3, he's probably, served his purpose.
Justified it, hasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah. And if he is just a big shithouse of a Ken Charlery, holds the ball up in the corner for 10 minutes at the end of every game, happy days. Yeah.
Well, he did say he's what was it, big and quick? Was it quick and athletic or big and athletic? I mean, he's big. He's 6'2", but
you could have said Ludovic J probably said that about himself.
Probably, yeah.
I'm going to get another drink while you natter away. Don't mind me. How do I remove myself from the thing now?
Oh, God. There we go. Did it for you. Did you know what? You can't get the staff, can you? Just can't get the staff. So yeah, Courtney Duffus. I mean, he's been about a bit, had a few clubs, and he's the same age as Andrew Cannon. So yeah, this is going to be a bit of a dull section, this, Ben, because I'm the same as you. I don't know any of these players. I just really don't.
Yeah, he looks like a nice lad, I suppose, from his picture. Let's,
He looks like a nice lad.
yeah, well, wish him all the best. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I've got to contribute on this bit.
He looks like a nice lad, but that Desi Byrne, he didn't look like a nice lad.
Wow, that's it. Yeah.
Bringing in the riffraff.
Have you done like a county criminals podcast in the past?
That's the point. We've got on that.
No, no, we haven't done that. We won't be allowed to say everything that people know about these people, would we?
You could do the convicted ones.
Yeah.
I suppose. Yeah, the ones that are kind of haven't been proven in a court might be a bit more problematic for you, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got Courtney and Des to cover, so
yeah, I mean you could do like a 3-episode special on Courtney, couldn't you? Just yeah.
Russell Benjamin as well, was he?
that was hilarious.
Is that the one we could do as well?
Never
Desi
played
Byrne.
for us, but yeah.
Yeah, but he signed on though, didn't he? He was on the payroll, so we'll claim it.
Pretty sure Wilbraham got done in his youth, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
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 Before he kind of morphed into a mid-90s R&B star, as he is now.
Yeah.
And
It's weird,
of
isn't
course, Mickey Quinn starves horses, so we can.
Oh,
Yeah. Put that on a flag.
Yeah.
Big test. Oh, yes.
that's ramble. Do you know what? We could do this, you know. If we could do this.
County Wrongans 11.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a live show for the summer sorted.
And yeah, and as Dave Schofield says, slander's never stopped us before.
Yeah.
No, he hasn't. Oh. Okay, so that's the players. Let's move on. County ladies then.
Fantastic night of football last night, Russell. I really enjoyed it.
How many were there?
310, which smashed the record by about 100, I believe. I think the record was around 200 for a home game.
Excellent.
A few of the lads from Upper Tier 3 there with a drum, making a racket, decent atmosphere. The Leeds players were not a fan of that. The Leeds players were not happy about having people there like hurling abuse at them. Very, very pleased that there was nothing horrible in terms of the abuse. You kind of you do worry, but it was just standard stuff. Like
Shit.
No, but
Yeah.
I heard that one of the girls got fat shamed, I think.
That's
with
not cool, is it?
a traditional
Oh,
song.
no, I thought that was to the linesman. I saw that
Well,
as being towards the linesman, but
I saw that the girl retaliated though and gave it back. Which, to be fair, the girls they do anyway. They're hard as nails. These girls.
well, that Leeds team, if they were crossing the road towards me, I'd cross over.
Yeah, and that's what you
Some of
find.
them
So,
look truly terrifying.
just from a personal perspective, obviously I was involved for 2.5-3 years, I think, with the ladies. So for me to miss out on that as well, I'm a bit gutted actually, but I'm really pleased for the girls, especially Jess, the keeper. Obviously, I coached her for a bit, but just to play there, and the girls themselves, our team as well can give as good as they get. All the girls that were there, you know, when I was there, did. Some of the other girls as well, like I don't think it's Norton ladies. I've got a lass up front. You know, stocky lass. It's just shithousery from the first whistle. It really is. You know, it's the dark arts. They do the dark arts in their own little way, and it's quite interesting to watch. So, how did you find the match, Nick? Was it good? What do you think of the standard?
It's not far off what I've seen in the Super League when I watched the Super League on telly. Some of the football from both sides, to be fair, wasn't far off what I've seen there. Highlight for me, the link up between Figueiredo and the fullback Lyons down the right.
Yeah.
Just all game. Figueiredo came out to the left second half. Emma Lyons scored the first. I'm pretty sure if you go to Edgeley Park now, she's still there. Just going up and down that right flank. Just doesn't stop.
When she came in, it was like, what? Ronnie brought her in. So it's just like, what have we got here? She's just got an engine on her, up and down and up and down. It's just, she's fantastic.
Yeah, absolute quality. Obviously, County were 3 up at half time. A couple of great goals that were scored on the counter. Leeds got a couple back with about 15 minutes to go. One of them a penalty, one from long range that Jess had no chance with whatsoever. And then obviously County sealed it last minute. Some of the physicality on show though, I was wincing. It was all hard but fair. But honestly, I mean, I'm a shithouse anyway. I'm like, I'm built like a newborn giraffe, so I'd have crumpled straight away. But some of the challenges coming in, I was thinking, oh my god, oh my word. But yeah, really good turnout. And I hope it becomes a semi-regular thing at the very least.
Did you get away from us?
It's mostly family and friends of the players in terms of away fans, but there were a few. Yeah, I'd say double figures, just about. Yeah.
Some are better supported than the others. So I remember going Barnsley away, and it was similar sort of attendance to what was at County last night. Probably a bit less actually. So there's a bit of an atmosphere. It's quite intimidating, to be fair. When you're part of the staff, it's really good. But just a bit of Leeds, I think last season, or certainly the season that I was there, they were pretty good. And there was rumours that we were going to play the away fixture at Ellen Road, which obviously quite exciting. But obviously COVID put pay to that. So, but yeah, I agree. Yes, it should be semi-regular. We can't sit here and say that it should be every week because I don't think the pitch would handle it.
No, of course,
But it should be. But I don't know. I put it out there maybe twice a season, perhaps something maybe a bit more. I don't know. But the season's the same as ours, isn't it? It's September to May.
It's really good to see loads of families there as well. A lot of people brought the daughters down to the game and everything. It's good. So I think I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of them think, well, I'll come down here and watch the men now, which could only be good.
Yeah.
Unless they turn up in a City shirt.
yeah, don't be doing that. Yeah, and don't forget, you can go watch if you've got a season ticket, you're getting free to the ladies. They play Sundays at 2:00. The home matches. So they've got a bar open, and there's the kiosk is open and stuff. So it's a good setup. But you have to have that setup for the league that they're playing. You have to have turnstiles and those amenities. So yeah, it's a good setup.
Certainly. I mean, it's been about. I think it's about 3 or 4 years since I last watched the ladies' team play, and the improvement since then so noticeable.
Yeah, and we will try and get somebody on. We'll try and get the manager on. Is it Steve O'Hara?
Yeah, Steve O'Hara. Yeah.
We'll try and get Steve.
We'll have a chat with him next week. Yeah.
And try and get somebody on, and again, make that a regular feature. I've always wanted to do that, but never quite got over the line with that. Okay, so there was a poll that Geordie Hatter put out about the matchday experience. Yes,
so I mean, we're a bit pressed for time. We were going to have this as a bit of a full conversation, but we're a bit pushed for time. So I think that the best thing is Geordie Hatter is back this Saturday. I've put the wrong ticker on there. It's not a home game special; it's the away day special. But I changed it the other week.
That's what he's famous for. So
but yeah, so he's on this Saturday at 9:30. Obviously, he does a poll a couple of days before, and it forms part of the conversation for the show. So this week, it's what would you change about the matchday experience? If anyone says bring the Wildcat dolls back, go home. All right, we don't want that again. But so if you get in touch, tweet Geordie Hatter on Twitter. I know he's on a works do tonight, so he will love getting loads of tweets, just saying bigger pints and stuff.
Bigger pints.
Yeah. What would you change, Russ, about the matchday experience, apart from not having to see me in the pub beforehand?
Yeah, there's that one. I don't know. There's probably loads of things I've thought about it, but the one that's kind of getting on my nerves at the moment is when it's full. This whole not sitting in your seat, sitting anywhere you want, that kind of thing. Something needs to be done about that. Either we have nobody sits in their seats and it's just free seating, or you sit in your seat. I can't be doing with this hybrid thing because it's just going to cause issues at some point. So that'd be my thing.
I think that'll be up there for a lot of people, actually. Yeah. I'd pick one tourist a week to execute. just one. Just one.
The one thing I would never change, and I am fiercely passionate about this and say it all the time, is
I know what it's going to be.
Needs kind of grade 2 listed status.
Stick a blue plaque on him.
Basically, all right on his forehead, and he's not allowed to leave Edgley Park, even during the week to go home.
Well, did you? There was a bit of a classic Ken moment on a Saturday. I was in the ground quite early for me, actually, because I was scared that some tourist was going to take my seat. So, Ken started talking, and the big alarm went off. And as soon as the alarm went off, Ken said, "Oh, that wasn't very nice, was it?" And gone. Absolutely, I was gone.
Yeah.
He was on top form last night as well. You could tell last night he'd done his research as well last night. It was fantastic.
I'm sure he had. He's, I don't think people kind of take the piss out of him, but they certainly, he's well known for his catchphrases and everything. But he's he's one of the best about. You go to a lot of other grounds and you hear these donkeys kind of getting it wrong. They don't get the pronunciations right. They're trying to whip the crowd up into excitement. Ken gets it spot on. He knows his stuff. He gets the players' names right. He knows what he's doing. As I say, he deserves every kind of plaudit and kind of status that he is. Big fan of Ken.
I mean, for us three, he's the one constant, pretty much, in the time all three of us have been going.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in fact, Bellis isn't even a constant, is he? Because he left for a bit and then came back. So
Bellis has been... Yeah. Same with Gannon as well. Gannon has had that association, but been in and out. But in terms of like being constantly there, good old Kenny.
Yeah. Do you want a hot take that we just got tweeted? It's not a new signing. So don't get your hopes up for that.
Go on then.
Go on then. Let's try and work this. Oh, here we go. Yeah, got it. Steve O'Hara. Thanks for chatting about the game last night, and he'd love to come on. Just a big thanks to all the county fans that made the night so special. Yeah, no worries.
I did enjoy there was a chorus of Steve give us a wave. To which Julia Blythe. Normally, I hate that, usually. Normally, I'm like, let him do his job. I mean, no one turns up at anyone else's workplace and has to give them a wave. But yeah. But you could tell it did mean a lot to everyone last night, I think, playing on the bigger stage and everything. Yeah, fantastic.
Back to the matchday experience then. Some of the things that we're pulling out. I mean, I don't know if this is one. More bar staff, perhaps. Definitely someone's written about better organisation. Waggy's put better organisation of the concourse, definitely. When it's busy, I just don't even bother down there. No. And I'm almost, in a perverse kind of way, I'm almost happier when it's a game that's of no significance. Like Wealdstone, I was like, this is great, I can get a pint, rather than the big games.
Well, I went down to on Saturday at the Wealdstone game, I went down to the bar at 35 minutes had been played. I thought I'll get down there and get a pint. Nah, just gave up about 5 minutes into half time. It's just it's not happening. Not happening.
Yeah.
I did try one of the new Balti pies though, which are just as good as advertised. I didn't mind the old Balti pies pre-takeover, but these ones on another level. They're no 8 days a week, but
not many things are they? No. I rarely buy anything at County because it's you can get better food elsewhere, and I don't really drink on match days at home. But I did get a pie against Wealdstone, and it was decent enough. But I was in there at probably 2:20, and even then it took a good kind of 15 minutes to get served, and it's got to be better. We've come on leaps and bounds with the off the field stuff in terms of like the quality of the food and like the beer, and I believe they've got neck oil on now. Brilliant, all really good. But come on, it shouldn't be 15 minutes to go and get a pie at that time. And it's not because it was particularly busy; it was ticking over, but there didn't really seem to be any urgency. It's little things like that. I just think we've made huge strides, but we've still got a fair way to go before we've nailed it.
Yeah. I think pre-poured pints would make a massive difference. It sounds like it's such a trivial thing, but that would make a huge difference.
You'll get one of those things that Tottenham have got where they can machines they can knock out 6 or 12 pints at the press of a button.
Yeah.
Just to see the comments. It's always left bollock in it.
That's my favourite thing, to watch you reacting to the comments. We should just do a full show of that.
That's why I went on mute about 5 minutes ago, because there's a couple of I've turned them off now, so I can't see them. There's a couple of comments that have wiped me out, and I'm going to have to message him afterwards and say, "You bastard!" Yeah,
it's funny, isn't it? It's funny. if you do listen to on the audio podcast, just let us know if you get the sense that we're having fun and we can see the comments coming through and stuff. Because I don't know, because when we did it audio only, we didn't have this, did we? But it's obviously a great addition.
I'm going to just check them again.
A quick one. We might as well answer the comment while we're there from Henshaw. What division do you think will begin to plateau in? I think it'll be the Premier League. It'll be the Premier League because the Champions League will really stifle us. I don't think we'll have the squad depth for the Champions League, so I think we'll tail off a bit there. But
I don't want the Champions League. I don't want the Champions League. I don't want to go to Amsterdam and Madrid and Barcelona. I want the Conference League where you go into like Estonia and Azerbaijan and all these places that are even Israel, but not even in Europe.
Yeah.
But
literally, my favourite thing on Football Manager is getting into the Conference League and just.
I want to have to change flights twice and then get like an overnight train to somewhere. Yeah. I want to travel through a conflict zone. And,
I want to go to places that are on Travel Man with Richard Ayoade.
Exactly that. I don't want. I could go on holiday to Madrid. I'm not going to go on holiday to some like Slovenian outpost. That's what I want.
Yeah, starting the season in June with
exactly.
a trip to Lithuania. That's my birthday, June. Exactly. So I'm sorted.
That's it. The season would just never end. That'd be it. Yeah. Ryan Crowsdale would just never stop running.
Crowsdale and Collar playing 96 games a year.
Right. Should we think about
admin before we close off?
Yeah, competition. So we've got 1,000 subscribers. Thank you to everybody that subscribed. If you haven't, hit the button now, please, and hit the like button. But yeah, we'll run that competition. I just need to get all of the subscribers' names so we can do one of those proper things, and we'll do it online. We'll do it live, or we'll do it pre-recorded, and we'll do it on a proper thing that chooses it randomly. So cheers to Pete Daly for helping me. Although he might say, well, I haven't helped because we didn't get to an answer. No, we didn't, but you've helped me sort of close a few avenues down. And cheers to Steve M33 as well for saying that it'd help. But I might still give you a shout, Steve, actually, if that's all right. So we will do that at some point so you can win county shirt. But I don't know what we'll do about that yet. A county shirt, maybe, I don't know, maybe a signed one from your collection. Ben.
Should we get him to? We'll get Andy to just buy one off Ben.
Yeah, because I think the club shop have all sold out. So if you want one, you have to come to me, won't you? Unless you want kind of like a large boys away shirt, then.
So we'll do that. So it's a county shirt, it's a county birch bundle, and it's going to throw some pies in as well. Award-winning pies. I mean, it doesn't get better than that, does it? At all. So we will do that.
How many subscribers are you on at the moment, Russ?
We're on 1,020.
Okay.
1,021.
I was going to really incentivize it then and say, if you get to a certain point by a certain point,
don't do this again.
I'll throw to contribute to complement Andy's generous contribution. I'll throw in a top table match one. But it's taken me about 9 months to get to 1,000, doesn't it?
God,
This has been the worst year of my life, Ben. It's been fucking horrible.
So yeah, I mean, we will run more competitions in future. Just don't know when and what it's going to be on, because it's broken us this one. Yeah, Geordie Hatter show. Get that on Saturday 9:30. It's Geordie Hatter's away day show. Fan hub. So people are winning pints now. Woohoo!
Yeah, I'm going to go and have mine tomorrow. I'm travelling to Teal Hume just to have my pint.
Good stuff. Yeah, it's got an expiry date as well. I didn't know about that feature, but that's pretty good expiry date on the.
Yeah, it's a week, isn't it? You get a week on the pint.
Yeah. So there's more features coming soon as well. So I've literally got the can that I had at the start of the show. That's the away day beer pack. So you'll be able to win those for your upcoming away day. That kind of thing.
It's a fruity little IPA, isn't it, Russ?
There's a hazy IPA and something else as well. Yeah.
You just stick to your Carlin, mate.
I know. Yeah, I'll just stick to me. No, I'm not Carlin. I'll stick to my bud, and I'm a simple man. Yeah, in fact, before we go, we are going to Ben's going to reveal who the third signing is. Just announce that.
Chris Adamson.
That was so worth it.
And you'll see on the banner at the bottom, where is it? Did you do it before? Where have you done it? Oh, the PayPal. There we go. Yeah, we have on our web page. We have got a support us button, and if you like what we do, then we would really value if you threw some pennies in to us via PayPal. That would be good. I know I know everyone's skint and things, but it does cost to keep this running, so that would be good. We are going to get the monetary stuff from YouTube, so hopefully that'll start coming in. But yeah, anything that you can donate, that would be really, really useful. And the gin, Bagara gin.
Yes, I shall be hosting. I'm not quite sure why I'm hosting it because Steve Bellis is there, but I'm hosting it. Have that, Steve. But, yes, so that is on the 7th of April at Our Ladies on Flint Street. Get your tickets via Eventbrite. Jim Gannon's there, Mike Flynn's there, Bill Williams is there, Steve Bellis is there. I'm there. There's gin. I met Simon Bagara on Saturday night in the Spinning Top. I'd imagine he'll be there as well.
Lovely
Can't say
stuff.
fairer than that.
What's I like?
And your ticket includes gin and a paired tonic. I just love that phrase, paired tonic. I'm a big fan of that. I've been saying it all week.
A paired tonic. Is it all going to get a bit posh where you start not drinking the gin and just smelling it and stuff? Is it that kind of?
Not on my watch. Not
Okay.
on my watch. No. Oh, no. No.
If they do, Nick will be swigging out the spit buckets, won't he? I'll bet on that.
Oh, God.
Love it. Okay, album
is, in fact, Ben, I believe you were at the same gig as me the other week. Ben.
At the Albert Hall 20th anniversary.
Yes,
I was there.
Indeed.
I was
Yeah,
there.
I was
Which is
stood
bizarre
around
because
because
I remember-
knobs.
I remember seeing them a year before that album came out, and the fact that it's now the 20th year anniversary of it is, makes me feel really old.
It's also
unbelievably
the
they actually look.
20th anniversary of Up the Bracket by the Libertines is this year as well. And it's
It is.
just, where's the time gone, man? Where's the time gone? At the Coral gig, I was just stood around a bunch of people who just talked all the way through, apart from when they played Dreaming of You, obviously. It was very, very infuriating. Very infuriating.
Just the fact that 20 years ago isn't the 90s makes me feel fucking old.
Yeah. That's it now.
Oh, I swore, didn't I? Oh, I swore. Sorry.
Are we not meant to be swearing?
Well, we're trying to tail back on it so we're more commercially affable.
Yeah,
So.
but ironically, I'm the only one who's made an effort to not
I know.
swear in the
Yeah.
last few weeks.
I know. I just slipped out of me. It's like,
But going back to like the 90s, it's one of those like horrifying things, isn't it? That like today is the same distance to 1990 as like 1958 is, or something like that. You know, one of those things when you
Yeah. Although I do hear that like indie sleaze is making a comeback. Like the whole mid noughties thing is coming back. So
that was my whole kind of
same
reason for being, and
is that your jam? Yeah.
That was it. Yeah, long kind of
so,
greasy hair, skinny leather jackets. I mean, I couldn't do that now; I'd get arrested.
Yeah.
But
well, me and Ben are happy, and Russ will just be hanging on for Oasis, getting back together.
Yeah, bring back Cooper Temple Claws and all that kind of thing.
Yeah. Get Larrikin Love going again.
Yeah, a bit of Ed Wood.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let me just do a bit of a plug while I'm here. My indie classic rock show is Sunday at 1 p.m. on Real Rock Radio, and then repeated on Fridays at 4 p.m.
And it's really, really good as well.
Thank you very much.
Long time listener, first time caller. Big fan, Russ. Love it. And the best thing is that you don't play the songs that you'd expect to hear.
No, I don't.
When you say, "Oh, the Coral are coming up next,"
did you expect Skeleton Key? Did you?
I did not expect Skeleton Key. I expected Goodbye, maybe.
Right.
But I did not expect Skeleton Key. And my missus didn't expect Skeleton Key either. She was delighted with it.
There you go.
We were both like, you've made my missus happy, which is something I will never be able to do.
I love it. And on that note, Do you know? Should we just play the little video we were going to play that's useless now? What
This
we were going
is
to
going
play?
to greet the third signing.
Yeah, this was going to greet the third signing, and it's absolutely useless now. You ready?
You're joking. Not another one?
There you go. So that's what we're going to play, but it's completely useless.
Stay tuned later tonight.
Thanks.
Stay tuned to Stockport County Twitter for later this evening.
Yeah.
There's more to come. There's more to come.
It's going to be an 10:30 job, innit?
We're not done.
Right, Ben. Cheers for coming on.
Pleasure.
Next time we get you on, we'll do it in person, either in here again or we'll do it at No Show
Unbelievably, it took an hour and 24 minutes for me to even reference Stockport County shirts, which I think is probably I've never gone that long in the last 20 years in just normal day-to-day life. So yeah, to go an hour and 20 minutes on a Stockport County podcast, quite good. So yeah, Stockport County shirts. Follow me Twitter @County Shirts, all that kind of thing, because I like Stockport County
we'll
shirts.
get a live show on the go in the summer as well, either at Notion or at Stockport Gin or at both.
Yes.
At both, we'll do it. We'll just combine it into some big Stockport County festival of whatever. Yeah,
get some bands on. Russ can DJ. Russ can play. Russ can
get
play
Dutch
Toto by
uncles to
Africa.
come and play. Yeah.
You might have something there, like a market,
like a county fest.
Yeah, like a I don't know. I want to say food. I don't know.
Foodie Friday, but Footy Friday.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I bet the club are on GoDaddy now, just kind of buying that domain name.
Yeah.
We'll end up with county-fest.biz or something like that.
Yeah, they'll be on it. Right, cheers everybody.
Nice one.
Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe. If you're listening on your favourite podcast player, please like and all good stuff. And yes, speak to you next week.
Back to Wednesday next week as well, aren't we?
Yeah, we're back to Wednesday next week. Okay. See you later. Where's the button? Oh, there it is. See you later.
Cheers, all.